Dear students, welcome to all for today's class. In today's class, we will see about Tulunadu. Okay, listen carefully. Page number 91 in your part 2 textbook. In ancient times, the part of coastal Karnataka was called Tulunadu. Listen, in ancient time, the part of coastal Karnataka was known as Tulunadu. Got it? It comprised more or less the present Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts. Which districts? Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts. In the Puranas, the western coast is referred to as Parashurama Kshetra. Got it? In Puranas, the western coast is referred as Parashurama Kshetra. Got it? Most people of Tulunadu speak Tulu language. A number of people also speak Kannada, Konkani and Byari languages. Got it, dear students? Most of the Tulunadu, the people speak Tulu language. And number of people also speak Kannada, Konkani and Byari languages. Got it? During historical times, Tulunadu was ruled by the Kadambas, the Alupas, the Hoysalas, the Vijayanagara and other smaller dynasties. Got it? Which dynasties was ruled by Tulunadu? The Kadambas, the Alupas, the Hoysalas, the Vijayanagara and other smaller dynasties was ruled by Tulunadu. Got it? The Alupa rule wasn't longest. Which dynasty ruled very long years? The Alupa dynasty was ruled by long years. Udyavara means Udayapura, Mangaluru, Mangalapura, Barakuru and other places were the capitals of Tulunadu. Got it? Abbakarani, 16th century, of the Chata family had fought with the Portuguese and defeated them. Got it? Who defeated the Portuguese in 16th century? Abbakarani. Got it? Dear students, the religion topic and next other topic, architecture and sculpture and other topics you not have because government already reduced that 30% of this lesson. Okay, so you need not to read that. Let us see now next topic. Come to the next topic. Hyderabad, Karnataka. Page number 96. Hyderabad, Karnataka. Revolts of Bedanayakas. After the decline of Vijayanagara, the Bedanayaka Palagas became dominant in Hyderabad, Karnataka. They were brave warriors. After 1800, they revolted against the British several times. Listen. After the decline of Vijayanagara, the Bedanayaka Palagas became dominant. Dominant means strong in Hyderabad, Karnataka. Got it? They were brave warriors. They means who here? The Bedanayakas were the brave warriors. After 1800, they revolted against the British several times. Okay. After 1800, the Bedanayakas revolted against the Britishers several times. Got it? Let us see now causes. Causes means reasons for revolt. Why the Bedanayakas fought against or revolted against Britishers. Let us see now reasons. Exploration by the local zamindars. Exploitation means torture. Got it? Oppression by the British and the passing of the Arms Act and the Forest Act. Provoked by the oppressions, the local rulers, the Palegars and common people revolted. Okay? After 1800, there were more than 25 revolts. After 1800, how many revolts was taken place? 25. More than 25 revolts takes place. Okay. After 1800, more than 25 revolts was happened. Got it, dear students? In most of this, the Bedanayakas played a major role. The aim of the revolt was to drive out the Britishers. What was the main aim of the revolts? The aim of the revolts was to drive out. Drive out means send out the Britishers from India. Got it? The revolt of the Vedanayakas of Halagadi. The Arms Act passed by the British in 1857 had put a condition that the Indians could own arms only with the prior permission of the government. The brave and self-respecting Vedanayakas could never accept such a condition. In order to impose the condition, the British resorted to force. The leaders who fought valiantly against the British were Jadaga, Bala, Rami, and others. In the conflict means fight. Several died, 290 taken captives, and 19 hanged. So the revolt was suppressed. It occupies a permanent place in the history of freedom struggle. Let us see now about Rami. Rami was a valiant Bedanayaka woman who actively participated in the revolt. Got it? Who was Rami? Rami was a valiant Bedanayaka woman. She was an actively participated in the revolt against Britishers. Got it? She should died 3 British soldiers and became a martyr. Let us see now. Sindhura Lakshmana. Sindhura Lakshmana was a remarkable leader who fought against the British. Sindhura village was under the firm hold of the local Namdar, means Gowda. Lakshmana openly challenged him. Soon he became the enemy of the Britishers. Got it? Sindhura was a village name. Sindhura was a village name. The Sindhura village was under the firm hold of the local Inamdar. Inamdar means Gowdas. Okay, got it? Lakshmana was plundering money from the rich and the British treasury and distributing it to the poor. He was also helping the oppressed. Meanwhile, the village assembly accused him and robbery. Greatly hurt, Lakshmana went into hiding. Listen, dear students. The Lakshmana was plundering money from the rich and the British treasury and distributing it to the poor peoples. Got it? Plundering means loot. Got it? Plundering means what? Loot. Who plundering the money from the rich and the British treasury? The Lakshmana was plundering money from rich and British treasury. Then the Lakshmana was distributing that money to the poor peoples. Got it? The British tried their best to capture him, so him on a charge of murdering a police officer. Later, in the encounter, he was shot dead. A martyr. Sindhura Lakshmana will be ever remembered in history as a revolutionary who passionately fought for freedom. Listen, dear students, the British tried their best to capture him on charge of murdering a police officer. Later, in the encounter, he was shot dead. The Britishers was shot by the Lakshmana. Finally, the Lakshmana became martyr. Got it? The Sindhura Lakshmana was an passionately fought for the freedom. Passionately fought for the freedom of Tuluna. Got it? Let's see now the Nayakas of Surapura. Surapura in Yadagiri district was a settlement of the brave Bedanayakas. After the death of Krishnappa Nayaka, the ruler of Surapura, Venkatappa Nayaka, a boy of 8 years, became his successor. The Nizam and the British were waiting for an opportune time to annex Surapura to their territories. Listen, dear students, Surapura in Yadagiri district. Where was Surapura? The Surapura is in Yadagiri district. Was a settlement of the brave Bedanayakas. The Surapura was a settlement of brave Bedanayakas. After the death of Krishnappa Nayaka, the ruler of Surapura, Venkatappa Nayaka, a boy of 8 years, got it, became his successor. The Nizam and the British were waiting for an opportune to annex Surapura to their territories. Territories means region. Okay. So Venkatappa Nayaka received English education. The love of independence and patriotism were deep rooted in him. Listen, the Venkatappa Nayaka was received English education and also he has a love of independence and patriotism were deep rooted in him. Got it? Meanwhile, strong waves of the first war of Indian independence 1857 was began to reach Surapura. Venkatappa Nayaka immediately decided to join the war. The young ruler received support from Mundaragi Bhimaraya, Baba Saheb of Nargun, and others. Listen, dear students, in 1857, the first war of Indian independence was started in Surapura. That time, the Venkatappa Nayaka immediately decided to support to the war, and finally he was joined in that first war of Indian independence. Got it? And also the Venkatappa Nayaka also received support from Mundaragi Bhimaraya and Baba Saheb of Naragun and others. The British Army seized the fort of the Surapura. A tribal fight ensued. On the second day, a senior officer of the British Army died in the battlefield. Battlefield means warfield. Got it? On the second day, the senior officer of the British Army died in the battlefield. Battle means war. Got it? In a battlefield or in a warfield, the senior officer of British was died. This was a setback to the British. Hence, the British decided to take the fort by fraud. An important officer of the Nayaka revealed to the British the secret approach to the Surapura fort, thereby helped them to gain victory. Venkatappa managed to escape to Hyderabad. His aim was to recruit more soldiers with the help of the Nizam. But Salarjung, the Nizam's prime minister, expecting some reward from the British, made Venkatappa Nayaka a captive and handed him over to the British. Got it? Who expecting some reward from the Britishers? Nizam. Salarjung. Who was Salarjung? He was an Nizam's prime minister. Got it? He was expecting reward from the Britishers. Got it, dear students? Okay, listen next. The British awarded a death sentence to Venkatappa Nayaka. Later, the punishment was reduced to 4 years of imprisonment. When under captivity, Venkatappa Nayaka was shot down by the British. Not only this, the British spread the rumor that it was a suicide on the part of the Venkatappa Nayaka. Here, rumor means false news. The Britishers spread the rumor. Rumor means false news. Got it? He was a 24 at the time. The Venkatappa Nayaka was an just 24 years youngster that time. Got it? Thus, a life of an extraordinary freedom fighter who sacrificed everything for his motherland ended. The British transferred Surapura to the Nizam as a reward. Thus, Kalaburgi, Bidar, and Raichur were merged with the Hyderabad princely state. Got it? Next, the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad, Karnataka. You not have that. Okay, this is the today's lesson. If you have any doubts in today's topic, you need to ask. Okay, I will clarify your doubts. And homework is you need to make any 5 own questions in today's topic. What I done today in the topic, you need to make or you need to create and find the answers for any 5 questions. Okay, thank you dear students, have a nice day. Thank you one and all.